Megavanan, everybody, and welcome to the stream. My name is Talisian. There you are, and here I am, and today on Warhorse Wednesday. Yes, Warhorse Wednesday, which I forgot to change on my stream. It is Lord of the Rings Online. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Let's get us up to date here. Let me figure this out, how I'm going to do this here. How about I do that? But not that. Let's do this way. Oh, yes. Get everything nice and happy, and then I screw everything up at the very beginning. There we go. There we go. Much, much better. It's now officially Warhorse Wednesday. Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. We are currently at Helm's Deep. We are working on trying to find the three Rohirrim lords of the Westfold that are needed to help defend Helm's Keep before the battle begins. So that's where we're working right now. So we're doing the prep stuff to get everything ready for the big fight. So let's get into game. Also, real quick, if there are any in-game events that you'd like for me to promote on my stream, please send me an email at talisian@gmail.com with the subject line LOTRO events. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, post in the comments below and give me some information or get a hold of me. Or even better, there's a link down below, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube, to my Discord server, where I have a community where we talk about Lord of the Rings Online, we talk about Path of Exile, we talk about Diablo 4, we talk about Diablo 2, and I share some of my cat chicken videos. Because yes, I help run a cat chicken farm. Bark, 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 meow. That's right, cat chickens. Don't knock it till you tried it. So, looking at our in-game calendar real quick, we've got the 18th anniversary gift is still available, and on top of it, we currently have the LI Reward Track Season 17. Now, you don't start earning stuff on the LI Reward Track until you've done the Seeker of Dark Places deed, which is part of the entrancing deed into Moria, where you actually earn your first LI. And once you're there, then every quest after that, you'll start getting legendary item reward experience. You'll see it in the upper right-hand, upper corner of the quest box. And that all goes on this track. And along this track, there's ancient script, which is used to enhance your weapon or item. There's runes. There's traceries. There's even ways to get tracery tokens, the incomparable and legendary, so you can get the good stuff. And I'm actually getting ready to get the incomparable coffer of the wild pasture weapon aura, which will contain ancient script and the weapon aura, which is, again, you throw it in your wardrobe. It's usable on every character, so you only have to collect it once. And I have a couple of items to claim here. I got some runes, a tracery, and some more runes to claim. And I actually need some runes right now because, and we'll just go ahead and attach that real quick, because I'm in the process of updating my weapons. So let me go ahead and do that really quick here. Runes, rare tracery, runes. And I got a bunch of stuff that I hadn't even gone through yet from the end of last session. I already know that. That is a scholar's recipe, and West Vermont Yeoman's Lore, Tailor Farmer, and Cook Crit Chance. Definitely use that. Scribe that real quick. And here's a cook's case, which I will pass on to my cook. And that is a... Oh, that is a carry-all. Oh, I need to update my carry-all real quick, because I'm starting to... I guess my task carry-all is... Yeah. Kind of full. I don't need these in here, so we can get rid of those. Those are Moria real quick. Those are also Moria, so let's go ahead and empty those out. And Southern Mirkwood, I don't need those. Let's go ahead and empty that out. So there's some room in there, and then this is, that one goes in there. That one goes in there. And that's just a junk, and all of these rest of the items are junk. And then this item here is an upgrade. There we go. So let's go ahead and empty out my inventory real quick. There we go. Okay, so now that that's all taken care of, we got the... Oh, one last thing. Every day is a hobbit's birthday, and we are the fortunate ones to get the presents. Today's silver present is 50 virtue XP and a minor potion of morale, which I will go ahead and use right now. Thank you very much. Because those virtues, that's about honestly the best way to get your virtue points. The most reliable way, because you get it every day you log in. You get one gift, and every 7 days if you're a VIP, you get a gold gift, which can be even better. I've actually gotten some agility tomes and stuff on another character based on that. So as you can see right now, we are currently just north of Marton. We are looking for the 3 missing human Rohirrim lords that will help out with the Battle of Helm's Deep. Right now, though, we're trying to help save these Marton refugees. Right now, I need to scout some areas so we can go ahead and move them on. Oh, hey, and a good day to you too, Darth Gouda. Much groovy, cheesy love to you, bro. Good seeing you. Long time no see, my friend. How are your streams going, by the way? I've been seeing you online a little bit. Been seeing you do some WWE 2K and seeing you do some Star Trek Online. Hopefully things are going well for you. I will get buffed up here real quick. There we go. And just for the record, I have added some more Goblin Gold spenders. So if you have some Goblin Gold you've been banking around looking for something interesting, please recheck what I've got. See if there's something interesting you'd like for me to do or some way to... oh, what the heck is that? Oh. Okay. So now what I need to do is I need to scout the road to the west, road to the east, and scout the river. So we want to scout this road over here this way first. Because what I need to do is see if I can go ahead and make sure it's safe for the refugees to get back to Helm's Deep. Right now they're just a little concerned, so I've got to do some scouting around for them. Doing some 2K25 bit later today. Awesome. I've actually been debating if I get some scratch little. I might pick that a copy up myself because I've been kind of looking at it. I'm a big WWE, big wrestling fan. I usually watch a lot of the pay-per-views and such. So I've been debating it. Let's go down this way. I need to come over here and check out the road this way. Alright, let's see here. We're almost there? Yes, we are. The bodies on the road ahead this way does not seem safe at all. There we go. Check the refugees for signs of life. The refugees can be found on the north-south road that lies east of Marton. You should check the refugees for any signs of life. Looks like a small company of refugees from the Stone Deeds have walked down the road leading by Marton, but they seem to have met some trouble upon the road. Oh, nice! That's always nice when that happens. You detect no pulse on this poor man. Recently slain, not yet cold from death, so this happened very recently. You cannot detect signs of life in this poor man lying face down in the tall grasses. He has many wounds from orcish weapons. He fled this way to find sanctuary in Helm's Deep, and found only death. This woman, surrounded by her scattered belongings, died here. These people fled the Stone Deeds to find sanctuary in the Westfold. How could they know that they were only walking deeper into danger? In December, I started making custom. Ah, awesome. Well, I'm sorry that your PS4 hard drive died, but I'm glad you managed to find something better. I think. Yeah, that's cool. Man appears to have been ridden down as he attempted to run toward the charred shelter of Marton. No breath stirs in his lifeless form. And I picked up another quest. Roving Murderers Afield. Examine the remains of the horse or defeat the assailant of the slain refugees. See if I can... That might be them there. I'd rather just turn around and slay the refuge. Slay them if I can find them. Should be somewhere around here. Or not. Unfortunately, there was a lot of catastrophe around here. The orcs came through on their way through from Isengard. They came out the fort of Isen and hit Marton and just wiped it right out. I haven't bought a wrestling game since the PS2. It has been either PS or Grimbold copy. Hey, you know what? Sometimes it's the best way to do things. Because I don't see the assailant nearby, I guess I'll just have to search the horse. This poor woman looks as though she attempted to flee the massacre, but sadly, she did not make it far. You have checked for signs of life amongst the fallen refugees along the road, but there are none. Every last one of this party fleeing to Stonebeans has been brutally slain. And as you can see here, since I completed the quest, the legendary item experience reward, that's exactly what I was talking about. That's what goes on the LI reward track to help give you things to increase the power of your legendary items. Okay. There they are. Bingo. You've defeated the orc assailant who massacred the fleeing Rohirrim upon the road as they made their escape from the Stonebeans. Gotcha. Alright, so that's this road. Now we need to search the road to the west and then the river to the southeast. So let's go ahead and let's do the river first, since we're already on this side, and it's over on the other side of Marton. So let's go ahead and mount up and make our way over there. New quest, following the rivulet. The river does not seem to be overrun by the enemy yet. The rivulet running north to south in the Westfold branches west toward Helm's Deep. You should patrol the banks to see if it is a safe path for refugees to follow, as the roads do not seem so promising. Alright, so we'll go ahead and follow along the road for a little bit. The end of last session, or partway through last session, I went ahead and defeated the orc Thane of Marton. It was a tough fight. It was not an easy one to do, but I did manage to complete it in one swoop. One swell foop, as they like to say. And actually, you know what I really need to do? I really need to increase my weaponry, but this is not a safe place to do it. With no major threats nearby, you should follow the right fork. Alright, let's mount up real quick. Come on, horsey, there we go. Okay, we're elky. Yeah, there are a couple of freeware wrestling games I've been kind of looking at a little bit, or a couple of non-WWE ones, let's say. And look kind of interesting. I haven't had a chance to really follow up on them. I've just been looking at them. I need to follow this branch down here and get over here to see if I can save. There we go. Because this might be a safe way for them to go. Yeah, this might be the way for them to go. Looks like this is going to be the safest path for them. Right here they can cross. The rivulet's banks still seem relatively safe. Continue to follow the rivulet west. What is a cat chicken, good sir? A cat chicken is, those are the pet cats that live where I'm at, and I help to take care of them. And I film them. They sometimes interrupt me while I'm trying to get a cup of coffee in the morning, or trying to make food, or sometimes they're just being silly. But yeah, that's what a cat chicken is, and I have a good time with them. There's a whole playlist on my YouTube channel of all the videos I've done with them. I've done a bunch, and they're all lovable kitties, very friendly kitties. Helm's Gate lies in the distance, and beyond that is the safety of the Hornburg, and still you encounter little trouble from the enemy. And right there, as you can see in the distance over here, is the Hornburg. Thanks. Thank you very much. You've scouted the rivulet, and it seems to be the safest route, unlike the roads, which are blocked by enemies and unsafe for any travelers. But I still, in order to complete the quest, I still have to scout the roads to the west. So we'll go ahead and head that way and do that. Okay, here's the road that I need to scout. Where do I need to do it? Okay. Where's that? Nope, that is it. Okay. So I guess we'll head over there. There's also a warband up there too. I'm not sure if I can take the warband out though. Yes, Cindy Lauper and Freddie Mercury. We like to have fun names with our cat chickens. Come here, Goblin Rider. You got 11,000. Let's see if I can whittle you down some here. Gotcha. And we want to head this way. The westward path. Follow the trail of felled trees leading to the northwest. Felled trees can be found northwest of Marton. You should follow the trail of felled trees to discover what has been destroying them. There's one of the felled trees that I need to search. And a little high. There's another one there. And another Uruk-hai. And that is the advanced Uruk Slayer deed of the Westmanet. I have defeated 200 Uruks. Which not only got me completed the deed, got me the Uruk Slayer of the Westmanet title, and 5 LOTRO points. Another one there. And that's Warg Slayer of the Westmanet. I completed 100. I defeated 100 wargs. That's just the base. Oh no, that is the advanced deed. Oh, okay. So I completed the advanced Warg Slayer deed. Very, very nice. And it bestowed the new deed, which is the advanced. It did bestow the advanced one. Okay. So I need to defeat the advanced one, which is 200 wargs in the Westmanet. But completing that one also gave me 5 LOTRO points. I'm very curious what's been taking down these trees, because it's not every tree, it's just random trees. So I'm very curious what's going on over here. All right, here we go. Warbound Throat. Now, is he soloable or not? He is soloable, so let's take him out. Let's just go and take him out. There he is. Looks like it's a warg. There he is. You have defeated Verot and the roving ward pack that followed him, earning the gratitude of the people of the Westfold, and a blue box of Westfold spoils. And in that blue box of spoils is 42 marks. Now you can use the marks and the medallions and stuff, use them at the skirmish camps, and aha. Challenge. New quest. Challenge Warrior Trolls. Strong warrior trolls can be found in the depths of Shatterthum. You should defeat the strong warrior trolls if you are able. And I think there was still one more. Yeah, there's still one more fell tree I need to... Yeah, these aren't even elites. It's not really a challenge. Not like the elite ones that I've gotten in other places before. But I need to kill this felled tree real quick. Discover the source of the felled trees. Trolls, a huge camp of them, too near the western route to Helm's Deep. You discovered a large encampment of trolls too close to Marton for your comfort. This path is certainly not safe for the refugees. But while I'm here, I should probably go ahead and defeat a few of these trolls. Now, is there another quest? Yes, there is actually. There is a deed for trolls in the Westmenet. It looks like this is the best place to get them. Beasts of Burden. Trolls can be found in Shatterthum. The trolls here are resting before a final march to haul the siege weapons to Helm's Gate and beyond. You should do your best to stall them by thinning their numbers. And another quest on the warpath. The Troll Handler can be found in the heart of Shathorum. You should defeat the Troll Handler and learn of his plans for the assault. Looks like this is also Siegecraft. Siegecraft from Isengard. Starts a new quest when you examine it. New quest, a gift of war. Siegecrafted war machines can be found in Shathorum. You should examine the different types of weapons to learn of the technology that Isengard harbors. That one was hiding something. Oh, it's just a shadowy. Back off. Thank you. 2 tattered shadows. You defeated a number of the troll pullers in Shathorum, hopefully stalling the march of the siege weapons towards Helm Deep. Let's hope so. They really don't need any. They really don't need these weapons there. There we go. 8. That one is 9. And that one, there's the troll handler. Learn the troll handler's plans for the siege. Saruman's interest in war machinery has grown as of late. For now, he employs many siege weapons for his intended attack upon Helm's Deep. Hopefully, you can help the defenders with your knowledge of the enemy. Okay, now where are the plans? Are they on him? Yep, that's where they are. You've collected the troll handler's siege orders. Need to read them. You learn that this siege was intended to stop only briefly to break down the walls of Helm's Deep and then proceed to crush Methuselah. You've stalled a disastrous siege intended to crush Rohan once for all, hopefully saving many lives. I need to defeat one more warrior troll to finish off the quests that I have here. But I'm also working on the deed as well. And there were a couple of trolls outside too. Those might be the warriors that I'm looking for. Where's the polar? There's a warrior. There's a brute. Oh, gotta take care of this first. You defeated a number of menacing warrior trolls near Marton, weakening this particular force from resting on its way to Helm's Deep. Agility, Vitality, Fate, Fizz Mastery. Yeah, we'll grab it. And I just dinged 96. Completed that deed, and now I'm working on the Troll Slayer the Messmanet Advance, where I need to defeat 100 more trolls. But I did pick up 5 more LOTRO points today. We'll pick up some more. We'll pick up some more trolls later. I may come back here and farm it a little bit. I'm not going to do it on stream though. Grab a few of these as I make my way back to the refugees. He's over there. I think the path is right here. No. We go around the other bend then. It must be over here. Over this way. Let's just go ahead and spend 1 coin. That's the other thing you can do with mithril coins. If you get lost and you're not certain where to proceed, you can spend 1 mithril coin and it'll warp you to any of your quest options that have the mithril coin icon. In other words, you've already known it, you've already completed it, and you just want to go back and turn it in. You can spend 1 mithril coin and it'll warp you there if you get lost. And here I am, right in front of Egelwin. To the river, then. I mourn for our lands and for the people who met their doom upon the roads that should be safe for travel. I only pray that we do not share their fate. I suppose we must make ready now. Would you be so kind as to ready the horses and gather anything we might need for our journey? We must travel light, but I expect some spears and shields will come in handy. If we do not need them, the guardians of the Hornburg will want them. So I will collect some spears and some saddles. Hey, Starlugo, how you doing, my friend? Working on getting everything ready for the big battle at Helm's Deep. Doing well, doing well. There we go. Saddle up the horses. You work quickly. I had hoped you would take longer, for I dread this next step. I'll now see if I have what it takes to motivate my people. I cannot delay any longer. I hope you will come with us, my friend. You and Elstan strengthen my will. I will gather my people now. Come, my friend. I would have you at my side for this. This is a solo instance and cannot be completed in a fellowship. Help Egelwin and her people reach Helm's Deep. I must brace myself for the displeasure of my people.
Acting as Thane, Egelwin must now venture out and lead her people to the safety of the Hornburg, where Theoden King plans to make his stand against the vast forces of Isengard.
Everyone has gathered. I must address the people of Marton now. Everyone, I have asked you to gather here to tell you it is time for us to leave. I have come to realize that Marton is lost to us. The forts have fallen, and Rohan is at war. The Westfold belongs to the enemy. Our friend here has gone to great lengths to find us a safe path to Helm's Deep. Helm's Deep? You would have us abandon our homes, woman? I know it is difficult, but we must flee. It is our best hope. It is what Gladstone wanted. Clearly you are unfit to lead a mouse to cheese, Lady Egelwin, if this is your situation. It pains me, but I must insist. Please ready yourselves to ride at once. I would rather die than follow you. No, please. There is no need for violence. You may all defy me if you wish. I will not oppose you, but I beg you to reconsider, for your own safety. Not resisting us is the first wisdom I have heard from you. Egwin's speech did not go as well as she had hoped, but several people are still willing to follow her. That did not go well at all, but it is done. I will not look back now. Let us get this journey over with. We ride at once. Egwin is undeterred by the rebellion. That looks like I need to mount up for this.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
We have been blessed with a safe journey thus far, and I hope it stays that way. Helm's Deep draws near. Take heart, people of Marton. We are almost there. You recognize this person. You saw these refugees on the road when you first entered the Westfold. These poor folk never made it to Helm's Deep, for the plains were crawling with deadly servants of the enemy.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Did you know these poor people? I am so sorry. They were like us, were they not? Unarmed, fleeing to the Hornburg for safety. If you'd not been with us, this would have been us. Helm's Deep is so near. Let us continue. We are almost there, and then we part ways. I cannot thank you enough for getting us through this.
The Westfold burns! Something must be done!
It was good of you to rally those people, my friend. I believe the women will be safe in the glittering caves, and the men will be put to good use upon the battlements. The lady hopes to see you within, but she said to bid you farewell if you insisted upon going back out into the fray.
We have need of you. There is still much to be done.
I still urge you to come within, but it would seem that you still have had no word of Erkenbrand, Grimbold, or any of the others. What do you wish to do? You take your lead of gambling, because you must search the town of Grimslade now, for that is where Grimbold is staying. I wish you safe journey, my friend, and a speedy one at that. Now to Grimslade. Grimbold's home. Alright, so that's where I need to head, this way. Okay. So now we'll make our way to Grimslade and see if there's any news there. Looks like the forces of Isengard are all over the place right now. Come on, let me up. Let me up. Thank you. We get rebuffed up here real quick. Yeah, we should be able to make a straight shot to Grimslade now. Boy, the woods are just crawling with orcs. You've discovered Grimslade. There's a
I'm
stable
afraid
master.
of what is happening to these lands.
I'll go ahead and pick up the millstone while I'm here. Find someone in Grimslade who might have information. Information. Oh, there's Hilda. She might have some information. Let's go ahead and talk. Now to Grimslade, Grimbold's home.
Saruman will pay for the crimes of the White Hand.
Hail, stranger. Do you bring tidings of my husband or the soldiers of Grimslade who have gone missing from the forts? Hildred's hopeful stare turns to disappointment quickly enough. You tell her you came to beg for word of the same people. We got an ad coming up in about 30 seconds or so. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll see you people on the flip. And we are back. Let's go ahead and talk to Hildred. She has a quest for us.
How could we possibly survive this?
A stony welcome. I will summon a small council to discuss the tidings you bring, stranger. You may leave my presence. I have no further need of you until I have gathered the council here. If you should occupy yourself, you may speak to the townsfolk. Wow. That is indeed a stony welcome. I expected better than that from here.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
I am Grimbold, son of Grimbold. My father is away at the fords, and now my mother is staying in his place. From very strange clothing. I mean, not too bad, I don't think. Look like a very dapper hunter, I think.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
My mother would not let me in the mead hall when she is acting as Thane, so I stay out here and run around. Say, would you care to have a race? I'll even give you a head start. No, thank you. I don't need to do a race. I'll go speak to some other... townsfolk real quick.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Are you here to ask after my son Grimbold? Alas, he is away at the fjords. He is a great Thane, and I watch for his return every day. I know Erkenbrand will take good care of him. And a cat.
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Grimbold's doting mother. You were looking for word from my son Grimbold, too? Oh, would that I had it. You're free to look around my home. I had a letter from him not long ago. He was a dear boy, and he's grown into a great man. I pray every moment for his safe return from the fords. Have a look around, and don't pay you any mind to me if I start to ramble. My visitors are few since my son rode to war. Some needlework up here. Egglith calls out you and examine the lady's needlework. Hildreth made that for him when they were first betrothed. He cherished it always. He loves that wife of his, even if her words cut him like a whip. He had a terrible fight when he left for war. All a Grimslade could hear. A little TMI, but that's okay. Warhorse. Egglith's voice calls out when you examine an old warhorn. When he was a boy, he did his father's warhorn to try to stop him from going off to battle. But of course, my good husband knew he had it and left it to him as a keepsake. His father did not come back, and my dear boy thought that death took his father because he had not his horn to sound the alarm. It took a long while to soothe his fears. My Grimbold feels much. Miniature rider. Egglith calls out as you examine a small figurine. A gift to my son from Erkenbrand. He gave it to my son to remind him of his father's honor as he died to defend the Westfold. Grimbold has cherished this statuette and its giver ever since. That great lord is like a father to Grimbold. Both of them are great, sacrificing everything for the Riddermark, defending her lands and her king. They love Rohan more than anyone. How it must pain them to see her at war. And the letter that was mentioned. Egglith calls out as you examine the letter. Ah, that is the last letter I received from my dear son. He wrote about the prince, poor Theodred, and how he died in his arms. He wrote that Elfhelm was fighting against him and trying to hold the fords. My poor son. He was struggling a great deal. There we go. Meow. Looks like she has a few cat chickens around.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
You take your leave of the kindly Egglith, saying that you have trespassed on her hospitality long enough, and that there are other pressing matters at hand. Of course, you traveling warriors, I know you're like, always more to do. It was kind of you to stop and talk to an old woman. I hope you find Grimbold and Erkenbrand in time. Okay. But I don't think that's my... so we'll grab that. Dollar case. New recipe for me. Explorer's lore. And the tailor case is something else I can add to my collection. And we've got 3 items to sell. Alright, so those are 2 of the people that I've talked to. See if we can find the others quickly and do their little quests for them. Ah. Earbert, storekeeper. He's got 2 of
Do
them.
you bring provisions?
It is wartime, and our food stores are alarmingly low now that our supply lines have been cut off. Lady Eowyn has left Methuselah empty. Marton is silent, and the people of Rohan fear to use the roads. We must bolster our supplies.
So those are the 2 quests that he has. Last minute gathering and last minute hunting.
Hail, traveler. Are you here to help us?
If you find yourself outside the gates of Grimslade, please pick any edible roots or plants you find. Many of our folk gathered their food from the surrounding forest, but they say it is far too dangerous, and they go hungry.
And the other one is last minute
Do
hunting.
you bring provisions?
Merchants are nowhere to be found since things got bad in the Westfold, and we've not had any supplies coming in. I fear that soon our gates will close against the tide of enemies. We don't have enough food to hold for a long siege. Have you any skill at hunting? Any meat we could add to our stores would be a great comfort.
I could probably do that. I'm a very modest hunter. And I think the last one is going to be over here. We'll talk to this last person. Frithfrith, the arms maker. We'll talk to him before we go ahead and head out and do the last minute hunting and gathering.
We are a strong lot. We will survive.
I cannot talk now, stranger. If you wish to make yourself useful, you will help us make more arrows for defending our walls.
I can do that.
The Rohirrim do not surrender.
War. War is coming to the Westfold. That much is plain. And I fear we haven't made enough arrows to supply the walls, and the merchants haven't been through with the large order I made weeks ago. We'll have to make our own, I'm afraid, but we haven't enough hands for the job.
Well, I can definitely sharpen some. Let's see here. Sharpening can be found in the armory in Grimslade. There we go. This is old hand to me. Done this a few times. Fired 1 or 2 arrows in my day, not that many.
Hail, traveler. Are you here to help us?
These will do well. Thank you for taking the time to help, traveler.
Alright, so let's go ahead and do some last minute hunting and gathering for the people. Need to collect 8 root vegetables, and I need to hunt 6 game animals for meat. And that's pretty much anywhere around here. Prowling Scouts, a new quest. Defeat half-orc scouting parties. Half-orc scouting parties can be found prowling the woods surrounding Grimslade. You should defeat them. I can do that. Need to defeat 5 hunting parties, or scouting parties, I should say. Ah. I has completed the advanced half-orc slayer quest. Which netted me 5 more LOTRO points. And I will say one of the things that has helped me on getting a lot of these deeds completed is there's an item that you can buy in the store, and you can actually pick it up with LOTRO points. It's a skill and slayer deed accelerator. For 6 hours, any skill deeds you get double credit when you complete them, and for any slaying quests you get double credit. That's how I'm able to complete so many of them. See if we can find the rest of the root vegetables we need. I'll probably have to end up and go back in there really quick for another quest. I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, so we need the rest of the root vegetables. Then we can start working on the game. There's another one. Great shadowing. And there we go. 2 more tattered shadows. And there's the last half-orc scouting party. You defeated the scouting parties terrorizing the woods near Grimslade. It does not bode well for the half-orc scouts can be found so near town. It's definitely true. Alright, so there are the root vegetables that I needed. So now we need to hunt game for meat, and we're just getting into that area now. Like that guy. Nope. Does not count. Hopefully the horse doesn't count. No. I do have a deed for herd creatures, so it's not going to hurt to take them, but it's not going to count toward the quest for game animals unless I can't search them. So, but there we go. That one will do. That grazer will work. Now, that one actually had the quest on them. I like that. I hope they do that more often going forward, because that helps you know, oh wait, I have to loot this guy. That's pretty nice. They hadn't done that before. That was the first time I'd seen that, so. See? When I drop it, It drops that, which means I know I need to loot it. I didn't know I needed to loot some of these things, and some of you guys have been following my stream for a while and know that I've run into some problems with that. There we go. So I've got 4 of the meats. There's Methuselah right there, I think. Is that Methuselah? Yeah, that is. That's Methuselah. I just need one more. There we go. And then we'll just go ahead and port back to Grimslade and turn in that quest, and then talk to Hildreth again. There we go. There. Nope, down here. Nope, no, that was the right person. Right there. Turned in 2 of Earbert's quests. The Gathering and the Hunting. First, the Gathering.
Hail, traveler. Are you here to help us?
You're too kind. The townsfolk will be terribly glad to see these. A full stomach can cheer a man, even on the edge of war.
And hunting.
Do you bring provisions?
Thank you, my friend. This will do well for a while. Lady Hildreth will be surely pleased that we have more food set aside for the siege.
So now we'll go ahead and talk to her and tell you know, I've completed the Stony Welcome. I've talked to the citizens. I've even helped out some of their needs. I haven't gone racing with Grimbold, and I'm hoping I don't have to.
A thousand curses upon the orcs.
Let us discuss the matters at hand.
How could we possibly survive this?
Let it not be said that Hildreth, Wife of Grimbold, does not honor guests in her hall. Be seated. I wish to take your counsel.
It is too long since we've had news from the plains. Let us convene. Now.
Hildith, the headstrong wife of Grimbold, now leads Grimslade in her husband's absence.
A little hard to see everybody, but we will work on it. There we go.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Good. Everyone is here. Let us begin at once. Pay attention, everyone. Your Thane is speaking. We are behind on the news of the Mark since our trade routes fell away. Our guest brings word that the fords of Isen has fallen. The lords who held them, Erkenbrand, Elfheim, and our own Grimbold, are missing. None have heard from them. Marton, our neighboring town, is destroyed, and much of the Westfold is in ruin. Our king braces for war in the Hornburg, and Gandalf Greyheim searches high and low for Grimbold and the others. I've sent my 4 swiftest riders in every direction to look for him in the Westfold.
Are you sure that is wise, my lady? It is a death sentence to ride out there now. I advise you to look to our defenses, or rather escape, and waste not a man or a horse on anything else.
Are you questioning me, Dunwat?
Not indeed, Lady Hildith. It is just that if Grimbold were here, he'd...
But Grimbold is decidedly not here. I do not like the fact any more than you do, which is why we must find him. Riders, did you not hear my command? Return to me when you have news of Grimbold. Speak against me again, Dunwat, and I shall send you from Grimslade. My word is law in Grimbold's absence.
My apologies, Lady Hildith. I only wish to offer my humble counsel.
Hildith has offended everyone with her harsh words.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Do you wish to help us? You look to be a seasoned warrior. Grimbold took the bulk of our soldiers to fight with him at the fords, and we need all the strength we can muster if we are to survive this war. You ask Hildith why she asks for help, but she turns it away when offered by her counselor. Her face turns to stone. Of course you're not obligated to stay. Help yourself to whatever hospitality Grimslade has to offer, and then I wish you your safe travels. Hildith gives you a look as hard as stone as you depart. Look back at Hildith from across the mead hall. Utterly alone in the Thane's seat, Hildith's angry demeanor has dissolved into one of deep sadness, now that she thinks no one is near. I don't want to talk to him. There he is.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
You offer your sympathy to Dunward and tell him that his sage advice did not deserve such a harsh reaction.
Thank you for saying so. Grimbold appointed me consular in his absence to help Hildith, but she will not have a word from me. She's a cold woman, she is. Grimbold is sorely missed. He is loved by all.
But Dunward has another question for me.
White Hand is wicked.
I cannot bear to see us lose more of Grimslade's finest men. I want Grimbold found, and Erkenbrand and the rest, but I believe he would have come directly to Grimslade if it headed this way. We should not be wasting good men on wild goose chases. Will you help them in their missions and speed their return?
Oh, looks like I have a whole bunch of people I need to talk to. Alright, well, we're going to head out of town over this way first, since that's the closest. Which is Humbrit. And I need to assist him. That is nice to know. If you do take out the lead scout, the rest disappear. So it does kind of make travel a little easier that way. And this is what I thought. This is probably where I'm going to be going into that area over here that I was looking at before.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Half-orcs. The woods here are already crawling with them. There must be a large encampment nearby for there to be so many. They must have returned the warned Lady Hildreth.
But he has 2 quests for me. A sudden uprising of half-orcs.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
All who have ventured into the woods of late have quickly returned home because of the half-orc scouts, but I have found the source of them. Look at this great encampment. What shall we do about this?
How about I go in there and shoot a bunch of arrows and make a whole bunch of them not spawn anymore? Sounds like a good idea, right? Yeah, okay.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Wanted for questioning.
I believe these half-orcs are up to something, sneaking so close to Grimslade as they do. We'd like to capture one and take him for questioning. I'll join you inside. You should whistle for me when you have found a suitable prisoner, and I will take him to the jail in Grimslade.
And it looks like I get to have some fun. I guess if I don't kill it fast enough, then they do stick around, so... Okay. Half-orc plunder. Plunder for Isengard. Treasure chests are filled with stolen loot. You should reclaim the treasure for the Rohirrim. And I'll grab this chest right here because that'll be some scholarly supplies, which I can definitely use. Company. Shadowy. And 2 more tattered shadows. You defeated a number of half-orcs near Grimslade, but there are too many to uproot the entire encampment. You've done all that you could. Yes, but I still need to find more. And there's some more of that half-orc plunder. So... we'll go ahead and take this. Looks like I got disconnected part way through. Glad to have everybody back. And I'll grab this wooden chest right here. Ooh, that was a nice one. And I'll grab this adorned chest over here. And I think this is the last half-orc plunder that I need. You reclaim the stolen treasures amassed in Fushrum Ross. So now, I just need to find the prisoner that I need to... And he is... right there.
Here to capture me, are you? I'd like to see you try. I see you are no match for us.
You subdued Dewar Hall.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
Well done. I will take this one to the jail at once. Perhaps we can get some information out of him. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good.
There a cave back here? There is. Oh, just a shortcut out. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now we need to head to the north over by the river to find Windmaw. That's a strange one. I've never seen a strong plainscope before. So let's go ahead and take him out. I was hoping there might have been something interesting. Triggered a quest or something. And there's Windmar right there.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
I've noticed a rather lot of wargs roaming the fields. But a year past, there were none. They're fell, nightmarish creatures. But what is to be done?
One second, please. Okay. 2 quests. An expansive graveyard.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
I worry that the wargs of Isengard have destroyed the herd creatures that roam wild in the Westfold. There are horses, our beasts of burden, our cows, goats, and we cannot manage without them. Will you look to see if they are affected by the deadly hunters?
I could do that. And the other
These
quest?
are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Wargs in the Westfold.
The fell wargs are everywhere I look. The Rohirrim despise these deadly beasts, for they thirst for the blood of our horses and our men. Will you hunt them down for me, Wondora?
I can do that. Some animal bones over here. Alright, so that's something else to... So if I want to go ahead and make this easier, then I don't want to take out the big boss. Alright. It's a goat, but that's not who I need. I need orcs. There's another bone, so we'll go ahead and search that one. Okay, so that's what I thought. The graveyard is over here too. Here we go. So we'll get the next animal bone over here. Need one more bone and 3 more warts. There's the last animal bones I need. And it's like, there, wargs all over the place. So... let's just do a search. Let's see what I can find. There we go. Warg Passmaster, very distant. That way. And by very distant, they mean only a couple 100 meters away. And there we go. That was fast. The first one is the graveyard where I found those bones.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
You found many remains of a wild herds, did you? I feared as much. Even if you survive the war, times will be hard for us all.
And now, the war
These
is
are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
You are the most efficient slayer of those beasts I have ever seen, my friend. It was an honor to hunt with you.
Alright, he's been taken care of. Looks like due east. Not that far away, mind you. Not as pretty as a mirror, but it's still pretty. Yeah, less than 150 meters away, so not that far. Oh, this doesn't look good. This poor man has been killed, not unlike the many who rode out into the Westfold before him in recent times. It was perilous to venture out alone. But he has a quest for me anyway. The Slain Scout. Ordgar is dead, and his killer lies mortally wounded near him. Dunwood warned Hildreth of the danger of riding out alone, and the warning was just. Ordgar is the most recent of many deaths upon the plains of the Westfold as of late.
My boys will be wanting to avenge my death, High Elf. You make yourself comfortable and let them stake you in the guts while we make friendly banter, huh? They'll be along soon. For revenge. My boys will make you pay for this, just like him.
You have avenged Ordgar, whose death was needless. Fewer orcs now haunt the Westfold. I want to check something, though, really quick. Something I saw that I wanted to... Oh, okay. Nothing. Okay, not important. I thought that spear might have been something, because if you notice now, I can't touch the spear. It's not showing up as a highlighted item, but maybe it's there as a backup to some of the orcs if you needed them. All right. Now we need to find Kusig. It's about 500 meters away, so we'll mount up and ride over there. Supposedly he'll be on the other side of this mountain. The ground is trampled here, as if a great host of horsemen rode southward. Perhaps Kusig followed this trail. Where am I? Where is Kusig? Alright, I need to look this one up, because this one is giving me some problems. Oh, I'm very grateful for the walkthrough notes. There we go. Is near, he is to the southwest. There we go. I do have a thing, so... Way, target... 61.8 south, and 84.5 west. here. A Rohirrim camp. But nobody's here. Nothing, or is over here what I'm looking for? There we are. And Gandalf. And there's Helm. There's one of the leaders that we needed to find.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
It is Helm. I cannot believe my eyes. Helm was the last men to see Grimbold and Erkenbrand. And I believe that old man is Gandalf Greyheim. If stories be true, but he's all white now. You seem to know the wizards in Chantra. You must be quite the adventurer.
Well met, good to see you again. I found the Lord Elfhelm, and so have you for that matter. I've had news of Erkenbrand and Grimbold at last after much searching. I believe they will be far to the west from here, nearer to Helm's Deep than I had dared hope. Elfhelm and Grimbold did not part as friends. Elfhelm's about to depart for Erebus to protect the king's own city. If you have anything to ask of him, you should do so now, before he departs.
Invaders have wrought this misery upon us.
It grieves me to hear that Lady Hildred begs word of Grimbold, for I have nothing much to give. I will tell you all that I can of our parting, and you may feel free to relay the message to the lady.
And it looks like there is a story quest there. But unfortunately, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I need to call an end to my stream. So I would like to thank everyone for joining me today. We will pick up right here with Elfhelm and continuing to prepare for the Battle of Helm's Deep on my next stream, which will be this Friday at 4 p.m. right here on Twitch. Oh, what a day, I tell you, what a day. So I'm glad everyone could join me. I hope you all have a good time. And I'm going to go ahead and see who else is doing Lord of the Rings online and see who else you can enjoy your viewing with. Let's see who else is doing it right now. Ooh, the Questing Dad is up. I like the Questing Dad, so we'll go ahead and join in on him. So again, everybody, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a good day. Take care, and I will see you all Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific on Twitch. Take care, my friends.